MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 4 of the National League Division Series between the Atlanta Braves and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Chicago Cubs.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matt, I'm excited to get a chance to see that left-handed hitter, Freddie Freeman. We all know he's just a great baseball player. He's one of the elite players in the game, and it's always a privilege to see him do his thing. Hopefully he does just that in this one.
Roenis Elias will do his best on the mound to keep his team alive here in the division series. HR, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, he throws the basic fastball, curveball, changeup, and I've always felt like the fastball, curveball, changeup was the most difficult because it gives you a different angle to look at the ball coming, a different plane on all three of the pitches. All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Cubs. And at first base, Anthony Rizzo, another one of those guys that can pick the ball out of the dirt for you. But I love the fact he's aggressive, and he'll make that throw to home, he'll throw it to second, and he'll even dive in the stands for you if he needs to.
Here's Ender Inciarte. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Tonight for Atlanta, center fielder, Ender Inciarte.
And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 53 degrees here at game time as it's cooled off considerably since batting practice this afternoon. Straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
Now that high fastball right there, it looks like you can just reach out and touch it. It's right at eye level, and you go to swing, and it's by you. It is the biggest deceptive pitch, I think, in the game.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Now that's some good hitting. You hear the cliche good hitting, but that is. He fouls off a changeup with 2 strikes. Very difficult to do.
Again, he sends it out of play.
I like the pitch right there. Got him to chase a fastball out of the zone. I'd come back with it again.
Now another 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Baez onto the grass. Makes the play, 1 away.
In the second spot tonight,
now batting, Ronald Jr. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
Well, this veteran pitcher lets you know right away what his game plan is. Fastball inside. He's trying to take away that inside part of the plate to open up the outside. Showing us early.
And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. Fouled back. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. We'll try again, 1-2. Another one sent foul. Another 1-2 delivery. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And Gonzalez will get it in here off the wall. And that is where the wheels pay off, as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double.
Number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Up high in the air. Bryant camps under it, and he's got it for out number 2. Into the box now, Brian Avila.
Brian Avila.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Gonzalez has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. So they get a man to second here in the top half, but he's stranded there. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, you know, the key for this ball club has been Jason Hayward. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat well, they just go.
Matt Wisler is on the mound, and he'll look to wrap up this division series. Harold, what do you got?
Well, Matt, this guy's been pretty unpredictable. Inconsistent, I guess, is probably the best word to put it. Look, he's got a career ERA over 4, but he continues to make starts. So that's the positive of it. We'll see today who will get, Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde. All right, here's how the Braves line up defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And at first base, Freddie Freeman. Freddie can pick it, man. Throw the ball in the dirt. Freddie's coming up with it. And don't be surprised he does a splits on the every now and then.
Leading off for the Cubs, right fielder, Jason Hayward.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Past battles with Matt Wisler. Comes in with 6 hits in 24 at-bats. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away.
Well, he's out in front of that breaking ball right there. Not surprised. That was after that fastball. Nice job of pitching. Kind of keeping him off balance.
Too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. This one's flared toward left center. Junior is calling for it. 1 away.
Batting second, center fielder, Carlos Gonzalez.
Into the windup and the pitch. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner. The windup and the 0-1. And he chased up and out of the zone. A swing and a miss.
That's a well-placed fastball right there, just off the outside. If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go after that pitch, you're going to have a lot of success. No luck that time, though.
He's pitching him with the respect of the power-hitting left-hander that he is. If you're going to beat me, you're going to beat me the opposite direction. I like the strategy. I like the pitch right there. 2-strike fastball out of the zone, see if he'll chase. I'd go even further out this time, see if he chases it again.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now. And with 2 away now, let's have a look at our playoff tree. And as this series continues, meanwhile, the Giants have already won their matchup, so they lie in wait on our winner here. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball. 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. An inning in the books, scoreless on MLB Network. At the plate, Floyd Fedor. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Fedor.
Left side. Bryant is up with it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting sixth.
Into the box, Ozzie Albies. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently. No score here as we play inning number 2. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Little chopper back to the mound. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting seventh. Shortstop.
Now at the plate, Dansby Swanson. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
That's a ball.
Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Grounded to third. Bryant's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and his side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
Leading off for the Cubs. First baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Past battles with Matt Whistler. He's got 5 base hits in 20 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. Outside for a ball. 1-1. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. The classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
In there, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Squared that one up just a little late. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And a fastball just a bit high.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Hit sharply on the ground. Albies is there. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
Batting sixth. Second baseman, Javier Baez.
In there, strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
The windup and the 0-1. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. We've played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. Stepping in, Rio Ruiz.
Leading off with the
He'll
Braves,
start things out here in a
baseman,
tie ball game.
Rio Ruiz.
First pitch of the at-bat. A
That's a
fastball
corner.
that just misses inside. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. And he misses again, ball 3.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
And this one will be out of play off to the left. And he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Finally, up to this point, the entire lineup had been swinging at anything close, and this guy decides to show a little more patience at the dish and is rewarded with a base on balls. That was a good at-bat.
Stepping up now, Matt Wisler. A textbook sack bunt situation here. And look out. Oh, that ran in and got him. And intentional or not, you do not want to be hitting pitchers out there.
Oh boy, pro pitchers belong to a closed fraternity, so you don't usually see that very often. And anytime it does happen, folks start hanging on the top steps of the dugout. These things usually don't go unpunished.
Into the box now, Ender Inciarte. Now a bunt attempt here. And he will not have a play behind him. It's an infield single.
That's a perfect punt. I consider that the double bonus. He's giving himself up. They knew he was bunting. He dropped the bunt down, and the bunt was so good they couldn't get him out. We got the bases loaded.
Stepping in now, Ronald Jr.
One
Ball
ball,
1.
no strike.
It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. One 0 count. Here it is. Look out. 2-0 now.
2-0 to a good hitter, bases loaded. Look, this is where you got to really execute your pitch and keep it down. Try to minimize the swing down in the zone.
3-0 now.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
Taking all the way, it's 3-1 now.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
Now a swing and a fly ball, and that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball.
Oh, I know he'd like to see that pitch again. Just out in front of it. Just wasn't able to keep it fair. He saw it pretty good.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Working for the punch out and the offering. In front of the changeup there, as this is chopped foul at home plate. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Contreras is out of a crouch, and he stays with it for route number 1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Freddie Freeman. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. And this is fouled straight back. The 0-1 on its way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. His second home run of the series as they move on top 4-0.
Matt That's why you pay to watch him play. It seems like he does something every game, whether it's a great catch, a great throw, a pretty swing, and here we catch a grand slam. That's why he's one of the best in the game.
The right fielder, number 2.
Standing in now, Brian Avila. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Two and 0 now.
Boy, that's good hitting. You know why? Because he's looking for one specific pitch. Those pitches are close. Looks like to us he's laying off them, but they're not what he wants, so he didn't swing.
Hit down the line at first. 4 runs here in this half inning. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And Gonzalez will put this one away for route number 2.
The catcher, number 28.
Coming to the plate now, Floyd Fedor. And that misses for ball 1.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
What a great adjustment. The high fastball in the first one didn't have a good release point. The next one he's able to put it on the corner.
Line to shortstop. He's there to make the play, and that ends the inning. But the Braves strike for 4, coming courtesy of this grand slam. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's now 4-0 Atlanta.
Leading off for the Cubs, the shortstop.
Into the windup and the pitch.
Russell.
Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Well, he got a high strike on a fastball right there. That's pretty unusual. Usually early in the count, you're going to see a guy work down in the zone. That high fastball usually the put-away pitch for 2 strikes. He pitched him backwards right here.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for route number 1.
Batting 8, pitcher Roenis.
Digging in, Roenis Elias, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
He's really throwing the ball well in this game, and the thing to me that stands out is that 2-seamer. He's got great movement, and he's keeping hitters off balance with it.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Batting 9, catcher.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
0-1.
And there's a strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Now a flare out toward right center. Avila ranging forward, and that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies.
You can't throw a ball high enough over this guy's eyes. He is a bad ball hitter, and if you throw it up, he'll just climb the ladder with the pitcher.
Here's Jason Hayward now as he'll take a look at ball 1. It was a fly out for him to start the home first. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And a wide throw here as it skips into center field. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Man, he's got a good fastball. He showed it off right there. He blew it right by him.
Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Here he comes again, 1-2. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Inciarte's there, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for the Cubs. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Ready for another chance? Ozzie Albies. And then I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him. Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2.
Well, that was a good changeup right there. You see how he swung through that ball? Man, he's got him thinking now, because that was clearly an indication he was looking fastball and got fooled.
Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He was fortunate he just fouled it off.
Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Chopped in front of home plate. And a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
To third, right to Bryant. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Rio Ruiz. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Well, they walked in the first AB, and clearly he's already got 2 balls now. They're not challenging him, but as a hitter, it's very difficult to stay patient. But you have to. This is where you got to be patient and get your pitch.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Braves. They lead it 4-0. Here's Carlos Gonzalez.
Leading off
He's
the
0 for 1 thus far.
Center fielder, number 5.
A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman.
Here's Chris Bryant now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
If you're able to locate your fastball like that, you're going to have a good game. I'm not surprised to look up and say he's having a good game right now, because he's been spotting that fastball pretty good most of the game.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
First baseman, number 44.
Digging in to try it again. Anthony Rizzo. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
I'm looking forward to this at bat right here, Matt. 2 outs, bases empty, and you got the power guy at the plate. He's going to let it fly. He must. I guarantee you he will.
And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He gets him to wave at that one. It's 2-2.
I like how he's mixing up the fastball and the changeup right there. That's how we got the 2-2 count. I think he comes back with a changeup here.
Fouled back.
Back-to-back changeups, and he fouled that one off right there. I don't think he's going to come back with the third one. I got to be thinking some other pitch is coming.
Skied into straightaway right. Avila will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're down 4-0. Striding in once again, Matt Whistler. He'll start things out as we begin the fifth. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball one. Now the pitch. In there, and it's even at 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Here's Ender Inciarte. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Ender Inciarte.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Bryant has room in foul territory. 2 down.
Now batting.
Standing in, Ronald Jr. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Pitch on the way. Off the plate and low here, ball 1.
Look, Matt, he's done a nice job getting those first 2 outs. I mean, look, this is a good hitting team. And now you got the 2-hitter coming to the middle of the order. But you can limit the damage by getting those first 2 outs. I think he's limited the damage so far this season.
Schwarber is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side.
Leading off for the Cubs.
Into the windup and the pitch.
Kyle Schwarber.
Tough slider down low for a strike.
Here we are in the middle innings, Matt, and he's over 80% first pitch strikes on hitters. You wonder why he's dominating right now. That's a great ratio. Getting ahead and getting them out.
Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
How do you like that? A check swing when he gets a single. Most people are complaining on a check swing. I didn't go. Now you see what happens when you do.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
It can be tough to lay off a high fastball like that because right at your eye level, it looks like it's so easy to hit, and then it's by you.
And this is fouled back and out of play. The next 0-2. Chopped weakly to the left. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Now batting.
Here's Addison Russell. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Matt, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
Missed a pretty good pitch to hit right there. You know he wants that one back because you usually don't get more than 1 of those in an at-bat.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Yonder Alonso will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 19, Yonder Alonso.
This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. And that nearly would have got them on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Boy, Matt, he's in some kind of groove, and they better get something working because he is one.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Number 59 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. And Rizzo won't get to this one. It's a fair ball. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
Well, there's another hit by him here in the postseason. You talk about impact players. This is how you impact the series, the way he's been swinging the bat.
And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. 4 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error on on the Atlanta line score. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Oh, and 2, here it is. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Digging in once again, Lloyd Fedor, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball inside.
A fastball that just misses inside. Here it comes, 1-0. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Matt, I thought they were working around him right here, and he went out and swung at a ball that wasn't even in the zone. So now he's letting his pride get in the way. If they're going to walk you, let them walk you.
And that's going to fall. A base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
In now, Ozzie Albies, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready with the 1-0. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
That's a nice spot down below the knees, but that's a low call.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone, but if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
Struck him out, and now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 2 left for Atlanta, but they're in front 4. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments. You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. And this is going to be a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and it's 0-1. No hits to this point. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
1 strike.
1 out, nobody on. Swing and a liner. Foul. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. He makes the throw to first. 2 down.
Up next for the Cubs, center
Stepping
fielder,
in and ready for another shot, Carlos Gonzalez. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. Ripped down the first base line. And on to first with it is Freeman, and that'll end the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Game 4 heads to the 7th inning now. Braves lead this one 4-0. Mike Minor is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 32.
Ready once again, Rio Ruiz. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Change up low, 2-0.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
Well, knowing the threat this guy poses if he gets on base, I think the next pitch should be a challenge pitch. You don't want to give guys that can run a free chance to cause havoc out there, especially a leadoff guy.
And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Up next for Atlanta.
Ready for another chance? Matt Wisler. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. First pitch of the at-bat, and he pops up the bunt attempt, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Now a bunt attempt here, and they'll put the tag on him going to first, but the sacrifice is successful. Digging in to try it again, Ender Inciarte. His last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
When you're facing this good a hitter, man, that strike one becomes so important to get ahead with him and make him think about something else. Now you can control the at-bat.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Riding in once again, Ronald Jr.
Number 1. Ronald Jr.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this is going to be a foul ball. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
You know, I think that off-speed pitch fooled him a little bit, but not enough. He was able to hold back.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. This ball will be chopped foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. In the dirt. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Swing and a line drive. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. 3-2 now.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Here comes the payoff pitch. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. On the move is Gonzalez. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Braves strand 1, but they hold a 4-0. Shot now, Chris Bryant. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. And that's in there for strike 1.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there. And now we're late in the game, and he continues to pound the outside pitch. And it's really working out for him.
And he lays off for ball 1. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Over the bleachers and onto the concourse. A home run. A solo shot here to left. His second home run of the series. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
44, Anthony Rizzo.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Hard hit towards center. Inciarte is right there, one down.
Now batting.
Digging in, Kyle Schwarber. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He's around first, heading for 2. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
Let's take another look at just the textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Javier Baez comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. 0-1 pitch on its way. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play.
He hit that changeup hard. Man, he saw it good. Just wasn't able to keep it fair.
And another foul ball. Now the 0-2 pitch. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. Here's the 0-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Now batting, shortstop, Addison.
Here's Addison Russell. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Fastball in there for a called strike. Here's the 0-1. It's a swinging bunt up the line. That's a foul ball.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Checked his swing there and pops this one up. And look out as that one ran in and got him. John Jay will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 30, John Jay.
Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. Takes a knee-high fastball. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the Braves 4 and the Cubs 1. Justin Grimm been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Career line against Grimm, 1 for 6. He's taken him deep once. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
Well, that's not what they were looking for when they brought him into the game. First pitch nearly hits the first batter he's facing. That's a little bit to be concerned if you're the manager.
Hey, pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
Well, what's he looking for? 2-0 fastball right down the middle, and he took it? I don't know what he's thinking about. Maybe he thought he was going to throw him a breaking ball. I think he got a sit fastball there.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Swing and a miss got him reaching. Up with it, Contreras. They'll throw down to first, 1 away. Striding in, Brian Avila. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. In there, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strike.
The 1-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Digging in and looking for more. Floyd Fedor. Here's the first pitch to him. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he lays off the pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. What he can do leading off the home 8th. He's set. Here it comes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Well, they're still in this game. You know, if they can get somebody on a broken.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Jason Hayward is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
Well, with the leadoff man getting on right there, Matt, they are falling so far behind. They have to capitalize. They have to get some runs to get back in this thing.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. The second for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. Here's Carlos Gonzalez, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, and it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it 1 bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen. After 2 breaking pitches, a pretty good chance right now. You're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Dribbled to the right side. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. We're through 8 full here in game 4. The Braves lead it 4-1. Hector Rondon enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. So striding in, Ozzie Albies. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. Swing and a ball sliced fouled into the seats down the left field line.
Tell you what, this is the wrong guy to float around with. He's been swinging about really good in this series, and he hasn't got a hit in this game yet. But I'm going to tell you what, I wouldn't mess with him.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Now another 0-2. And a check swing here. They'll point down to the third base umpire, but no swing on that one. It's ball 1. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. to the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Gonzalez giving chase. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's one away. That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Showtrack. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. There to take it is Rizzo, and there are 2 away now. Coming to the plate now, Rio Ruiz. A couple of walks for him thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0. 2 out, nobody on. And that misses as well. 3-0. Here it is on 3-0. And they won't let him walk that easily, as that somehow rules a strike. 3-1 now. And now a pitch on the way. And this is drifting foul back into the stands.
Man, I think he thought he was going to get another breaking ball right there. He's a little bit late on that fastball. That's a nice pitch, though, following that breaking pitch to keep him off balance with the heater.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. They're set down 1-2-3 as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. A.J. Minor comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Stepping up to the plate, Chris Bryant will be the first to bat here in the inning, with this guy's in need of some 9th inning magic if they're going to force a game 5. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And bye-bye, that one's gone into the bleachers. So a solo shot here to left center field, his second of the game, and the Cubbies have made this a 4-2 game now.
That, my friends, is a cardinal sin for any closer. You can't give up the long ball. Good thing for him, he still has the lead. We'll see now if he can rebound and actually keep it.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Well, he finds himself down 0-2, but those are 2 good pitches. Both on the inside half, both for strikes. There's nothing you can do with it. You just got to hope now you get something to hit.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Curveball that time, not even close. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Junior is there. 1 away.
The batter.
Settling in now, Kyle Schwarber. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Here it comes. That's inside. 2-0.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
Tell you what, that was a nice swing after the sequence, following a fastball to get a changeup and you foul it off. Pretty good approach.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now. Here's Javier Baez. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. The 0-1. started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
He's clearly looking on the outside half right there. The check swing means he recognized that ball pretty good.
And this is swung on and missed, so the Cubs are down to their final strike here. Now the 1-2 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up. This should do it. Swanson into shallow left, and it's 1 down, 2 to go for the Braves. They're off to the National League Championship Series.
Well, my advice to them is to enjoy this moment, celebrate with teammates, and then realize that none of it will matter if they don't get back to work in the NLCS. They've wet their beaks with this postseason success. Now they want some more.
And guys, the Braves tonight were led offensively by the exploits of this man, Freddie Freeman. Take a snapshot of that. He's our top player of the game.
Hey, you could probably make an argument for a couple of other guys too, but it seemed like he had the most to do with his guys getting the win here.
For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the NL Division Series.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Atlanta Braves. 4 runs on 5 hits. 1 error. They left 4 men on base. For the Cubs, 2 runs on 5 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 45 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 45,936. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.
Hello, baseball fans. Thanks for joining us on this October morning. Here's what's going on around the league as the postseason rolls on. In Game 4 of the National League Division Series, Freddie Freeman collected a total of 4 driven in, leading the Braves past the Cubs, clinching the series and earning their right to play in the National League Championship Series. In Game 3 of the AL Division Series, Xander Bogaerts added 3 RBIs to his total as Boston took care of Anaheim 9-6. They take a 2-1 series lead into Game 4. The Detroit Tigers bested the visiting Indians 4-3. And that'll do it for today's postseason recap. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Welcome to the show, baseball fans. Here's what's going on in the baseball world on this October morning. The Red Sox defeated the visiting Angels 3-2. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today's postseason recap. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games.